What's up, pack members? It's Warrior Spirit Alpha here. Welcome to another video. So, a few days ago, I announced I'd be doing a Q&A, and I decided to give it a few days, see if anybody else would ask any questions. And sadly, that was not the case. I actually only got one question, and it was from Dr. WolfPoint, who's a friend of mine here on YouTube and on Fur Affinity. And that was the only question I got. But I did not want to just drop him and not answer the question that he gave. Even if it's only one, I will be kind. I will answer his question because it's actually a pretty good question. Also, by the way, if you have not checked out Dr. WolfPoint's Fur Affinity page, you can do that if you'd like. His artwork is actually not bad. It's some people would disagree with me, but I think his artwork's kind of interesting. But anyway, that's beyond the point. So the question he asked was, "How did I come up with my character Spirit?" Good question, actually. That's a really good question. Well, that's actually an interesting story. So here's the story of how I came up with Spirit. So back in ninth grade, I took a class called Intro to Media Tech, and I loved that class. We got to make videos for homework, and that's kind of what inspired me to start my YouTube channel. I had so much fun making videos for homework, I didn't want to stop, so I decided to make a YouTube channel, which is, what I got now. And pretty much for one of my projects, I randomly tried to be like an announcer for like a little thing, and I said, "Spirit Wolf wins," and that was just something that randomly came off the top of my head. And sometime later, I actually thought that would make a good superhero name, so I did my superhero name Spirit Wolf. And a few months or so, maybe even a year later, I thought of something interesting, and Spirit Wolf kind of evolved from a superhero into just a wolf, like you see before you. And it's also worth noting that Spirit, his design was not like this. For those of you who have been with me since the beginning, you might have remembered Spirit, used to have a much less cool design, mainly because that's before I was good at Microsoft Paint. And pretty much you might know Spirit, his old design wasn't really that good. If you ask me, it was a good start, but it wasn't really that good. But either way, it still had his same style he has today, same patterns. He has the silver fur, the dark gray ears, the dark gray back paws, and white underbelly slash paws and chest. Well, front paws are white, back are dark gray, and has the darker gray or light dark gray, whatever I want to call it, on his tail bottom, and then the forest green eyes, and pretty much, of course, in time his design got better and better, and obviously nowadays this is how Spirit looks. This very young looking wolf, yet very proud, true, big, strong looking. I love this new design, and still to this day, it's amazing. And pretty much, it's also worth noting that Spirit used to have a very different story than he does now. So, Dr. WolfPoint, you may know the Spirit as he is right now. He's the leader of the Soul Pack, and he has all these magical powers and all that. But his original story was actually nowhere near as good as it is now. Pretty much like back when I made Spirit, I was only like 15 something years old, so I wasn't very experienced, and I really wasn't, or really didn't have a lot of time to think about a good story. But then, I kind of was kind of getting inspiration from another guy on DeviantArt for a while, but then in time I came up with my own little story for Spirit, and nowadays his story is so much better. And this is how immature I was at the time. I called, instead of the Soul Pack, I used to call it the Spirit Wolf Pack. I know that sucks. That was lame. But nowadays, I thought of calling it the Soul Pack just for whatever reason. I don't know how I thought of the Soul Pack, but I thought that was a cool, like, title or name for a pack. And so, I am getting better and better at, making new characters and giving them a unique story. But pretty much, and just to recap, how I came with my character Spirit, started out in high school by making videos. Then during that one video, I said Spirit Wolf wins. I thought that would be a cool superhero name. And then in time, he evolved into a normal wolf. And as years went by, I got better and better at creating stories. And then presto, Spirit is now the amazing wolf that you know today. So that there is a pretty much a rundown of how I came up with spirit. So thank you for asking that question, and please keep up our questions in the future because I'd be happy to answer them. If you have any other questions about my spirit, soul pack, or anything else like that, then feel free to ask. I don't mind answering questions, but I probably won't do a Q&A again since nobody really asked any questions. But besides you, Dr. WolfPoint, of course. But anyway, that's just about wraps up this video. So thank you for watching. There's your answer. And until next time, this is Spirit the Alpha, signing out.